as we welcome Governor Palin and Senator Biden.
In the debate hall in St. Louis, the Republican brought her folksy delivery. The Democrat walked in with his working-class persona.
Nice to meet you. Hey, can I call you Joe?
Both put their so-called Main Street appeal on display when the first question turned to Wall Street, the financial crisis, and the $700 billion government bailout of the securities industry. As to who is at fault for the rising number of home foreclosures, the Alaska governor, Sarah Palin, blamed the deception of greedy lenders.
Let's commit ourselves, just everyday American people, Joe Sixpack, hockey moms across the nation. I think we need to band together and say, never again.
Senator Joe Biden of Delaware said Republicans who push deregulation let Wall Street run wild. The people, he says, face more than debt.
I was recently at my local gas station, asked a guy named Joey Danko. I said, Joey, how much it cost to fill your tank? You know what his answer was? He said, I don't know, Joe. I never have enough money to do it.
The two each mirrored the policy proposals of their party's standard-bearer, Biden speaking for Senator Barack Obama and Palin for Senator John McCain. The candidates clashed over America's two wars. On Iraq, Biden spoke of a gradual 16-month withdrawal of troops.
This is a fundamental difference between us. We will end this war. For John McCain, there is no end in sight.
Your plan is a white flag of surrender in Iraq, and that is not what our troops need to hear today, that's for sure.
On Afghanistan, where the battle between NATO forces and insurgents has intensified, the Republican endorsed sending reinforcements in the same manner that the administration beefed up forces in Iraq.
The surge principles, not the exact strategy, but the surge principles that have worked in Iraq need to be implemented in Afghanistan also.
The Democrat?
Our commanding general in Afghanistan said the surge principle of Iraq will not work in Afghanistan. Not Joe Biden, our commanding general of Afghanistan. He said
Biden, equating the Republican ticket to the Bush administration, called its policy toward the Israeli-Palestinian conflict an abject failure. Palin repeated an attack on Obama, calling it naive to consider talks with Iran and its president. And on the concern of terrorism, Biden spoke of the threat posed by Islamic militants and Osama bin Laden.
It's going to come from al-Qaeda planning in the hills of Afghanistan and Pakistan. That's where they live. That's where they are. That's where it will come from.
It was a central war on terror is in Iraq. You don't have to believe me or John McCain on that. I would believe Petraeus and that leader of al-Qaeda.
Neither candidate appeared to make the sort of verbal stumble for which they have been lampooned, and both nominees relied on personal stories. Palin, as mayor of a small town and later governor of a state, said being a mother helped give her the judgment for office. Biden spoke of his childhood as the son of a working man in an industrial town, and the days after his first wife died, leaving him to raise a family while serving as a young senator.
Good night, everybody.
Each attempted to make the personal connection in their only debate of the campaign. Their running mates, the two they spoke for, will debate each other twice more in the next 2 weeks. Jim Fry, VOA News.
I know, bless your heart, yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.